If I were to ask you if you were introverted or extroverted, you would have one of four answers. You would either say, I'm an extrovert, I'm an introvert, I'm a little bit of both, or Henry, shut up, no one cares. And all those answers would be valid in some capacity. The thing is, when I looked into this, I realized there was subcategories, and you can be an introverted extrovert or an extroverted introvert. And there's probably millions of different categories that you could define yourself as, depending on so many little nuances of social character. The thing is, we can make a general assumption that if you are a person who gains energy from social interactions, you're probably an extrovert. If you're someone who finds themselves drained from social interactions, you're probably an introvert. Those are the bold headlines that we can use to define ourselves into a category. But then it comes down to why do we have to define ourselves into a category? As humans, we love to put ourselves into boxes. We love to say, oh, I'm this. I want to identify with this. And this is now my personality. I now believe everything about this. I have to conform to this idea because I've told myself that I believe that I am this thing. But the truth is, we change all the time. Like as human beings, we are constantly adapting. One day you might like eating baked beans. Some of you probably don't know what that is. But other days you may love eating hot dogs. And things change all the time. So being able to say, like, oh, I identify as one thing, and then not ever challenging that belief is a dangerous position to be in. Because let's say, hypothetically, you say, I'm an introverted person, okay? And people ask you, oh, do you want to hang out? Oh, no, I don't really like hanging out in XYZ place because I'm an introverted person. And the more you say it, the more you believe it. And the more you're limiting yourself from being the opposite of that, i.e., an extrovert. And the same exists on the other side of the coin. If people say to you, oh, hey, do you want to go out? And you're like, yeah, I'm an extroverted person. I love going out and partying. You then become the life of the party. And you now may find it far more difficult to be just chilling at home all the time and actually enjoying some downtime and self-reflection, all those things, because you're constantly go, 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 because you're partying and just having a sick time. So these are things that we need to consider. Like putting ourselves into categories is a very human thing to do. I wish I could tell you why that's a human thing to do, but in any different regard, we put ourselves into a box. Even putting yourself not into a box is putting yourself into a box because even if you say politically, oh, I don't believe in any politics or I don't believe in any party, you are putting yourself in a category of a political mindset of I don't put myself in a category. So there's no escaping this paradigm of being trapped in whatever we call this. Now, the beautiful thing about putting yourself into a box, the counter of all of this, is that you can then identify with that thing. So it works both ways. Because you are identifying with that thing, even if that's not something that you're commonly used to. For example, let's say you are a heavily introverted person, but you start telling yourself and everyone around you, or you move cities, you're in a new place, and you tell everyone that you meet, oh no, I'm an extroverted person. I love going out. The beauty of that is the more that you say that, the more that you will believe it. And the more that you can change your entire life and even personality. Because the truth is, we can become anything we want to be, but we first have to have the vision to see the person that we want to become. And that takes time and self-reflection and true identity shifts to allow that change to occur. I'm saying this from a position of I hate putting things in boxes, but there is no escaping the boxes. The boxes are around everywhere in every different aspect of our lives. So we have to get used to the boxes and we can use the boxes to our advantage if that's the game that we want to play. Have a fantastic day. I love you all.